So today I got 3 games that are all played on the same day. They're pretty quick games. So we'll just go over them right now. The first game I got white, and they started going into a Dutch. And I remember faintly that when someone goes into the Dutch, I want to bring out the bishop right here, right away. And if they move the knight out, just recapture the knight, and life is good. Anyways, so I tried to do that. So I guess this is called the Hopton attack. Probably will put this in my white opening repertoire just because it seems really good. And anyhow, the right move really is put the pawn on e4 with a very specific reason, and that is if he takes queen right here, checkmate. Beautiful, beautiful checkmate. And then if they somehow block the checkmate by like moving the pawn up here, then I just can recapture that pawn. Anyways, they move the pawn up, and still the best move would have been attack with the queen. But I thought when playing against the Dutch that I want to do some sort of a reverse French defense. That's why I made these particular moves. So I captured, and then I just wanted to attack the queen. And they want the queen to move over here to prevent the queen again from checking the king. Anyways, I attack the knight. They move the bishop right here, and with ideas of recapturing with the bishop if I capture the knight. And guess what? I saw the checkmate. I knew by moving this pawn, it dawned on me that when moving that pawn, you have to be really careful, like in the Dutch or the bird, because doing that f6 can just cause you to get a quick checkmate. So I missed checkmate several times, but I finally found it. So I was pretty excited over that. Let's check the game review on it. It says I got a 70.1% accuracy. They got a 33.7. I had 1 miss, and played like a 1050. They played like a 200. That was a bit of a lashing from chess.com there to that person. It was a great game. And now on to the next game. So in this game we got the black pieces and start off normal game, and then they go into the Ponziani. And I knew with the Ponziani you want to move, like attack the center right away. They captured, I recapture with the queen, only move, and then they push the pawn. And here I didn't know how to respond to it properly. So the best move is to move the bishop up here, because with the bishop up here it creates a lot of problems, hard to do anything good from white's perspective. And then after that you can pick up the pawn on the next move. But I didn't do that. I just took right away, and they took with the knight. I recaptured with the knight, and they did the queen, and everything got, like, a whole bunch of pieces got traded off, and we're pretty much the same, except for he has one sad lonely pawn in the middle, and we have 3 pawns on either side. So just was looking to try and trade off some pieces, and now we have a poor sad little pawn in the middle too. I just try to develop normally and naturally, and didn't make all the best moves. And that move right there was pretty annoying because it doesn't allow me to double up the rooks on this side, and it forced me to move that rook right away. So I did not like it personally. So I moved it. He moved his rook to the open file, which I thought was pretty smart. But he also should have moved his king out to connect the rooks. He protected his pawn, and I thought, well, we could just trade off one of the rooks. And instead, he kept the open file, and surprisingly, it pretty much shows us as being dead even. I guess it's not so bad, but I didn't want to lose my pawn. He chucks me. I didn't think it really did a whole lot, and I was just trying to not lose this pawn. Chess.com's computer thought it was better just to move that down to protect it, but I felt like I was running out of moves to play, and I didn't want to get stuck. But I could attack like this pawn and that pawn as an idea, but I had to get it out of the way of that knight, of course. And then he just starts attacking my pawns, and I didn't feel like I had any way to really defend it. I guess I could move the knight over here, but which probably wouldn't be too bad. I didn't do that. I felt like I just needed to start attacking, and again, here I feel like would be a decent move. Oh yeah, well, if I do move the knight here, he could take still and trade off some pieces and then still collect the pawn. Still not the best. And yeah, he was able to take the pawn and still yeah, I felt like the game was just over, and I just kind of defeated myself and was like, enough of this game. And I resigned just so I could play another game. Like, oh, let's get the pain and torture out. He forked the pieces, and I fell to some really simple tactics. It was pretty bad, pretty sad. But he had a 78.5% accuracy, and I had a 70.1. I just didn't really know how to play against that Ponziani variation, and I got a nice little lesson in it. So my mistake hopefully will benefit you, and I know it's benefited me, or will benefit me, I'm sure, if I ever come across that Ponziani again. So we'll see how things go in the future. And I got one last game, and I got the white pieces again. So it starts off with a Jobava London. But anyways, he brought out the bishop, and when the bishop is out, you just attack it right away. Since he went this direction, I was trying out something a little bit different, a little new, and just want to see how well it goes. And I feel like this particular variation is perfect for this next move. This move is actually tied with moving this pawn up. So chess.com will label both of these moves as best moves because they're virtually indistinguishable from each other. But I move this pawn up to kind of create a little bit more of a hidden threat, which I feel like a lot of people will just kind of overlook or miss. But when moving this pawn up, it completely traps the bishop. So any normal move traps the bishop. So move that up. He moves, and bishop is trapped. So he just takes the pawn. I take the bishop, and life is really good. He goes there. I expect him to move back like he did, and I'm currently up 2 points of material. So I didn't know exactly how to play it, but I was thinking, why not try that fried liver type attack that you often see in this variation. Couldn't hurt. Most he can do is like push that up or move the rook over, thwart the plan. I just move back and to re-pin the knight there. And there's a chance that he would fall for it and a chance he wouldn't. And he fell for it. So that made me really happy. Got the fork, and he just gave up. Like, I trapped his bishop. Now I'm going after his rook. Like, he felt like it was game over, and he just wanted to give up. I wanted to give up the last game. He gave up this game. This was a 10-minute game, and I felt pretty good after that. I'm hoping that we learned a little bit from these games, and I am actually pretty surprised by this. It says that I got a 96.6% accuracy. No blunders, misses, or mistakes. One excellent. And said I played like a 1750, and he played like 1100. Super happy with this game, and hoping if I can continue to play like this, I can go from the 972 to 1000 quickly. Anyhow, thanks for watching, and we'll see you on the next game.